Coach, talk a little bit about what you saw from your team today.
Well, the biggest thing, like I told the guys before we started, I wanted to see discipline, number one. I wanted to see effort, and I wanted to see attitude. I thought the kids moved around extremely well. Offensively, we got out to a fast start early. Second half, defensively, we turned it up a little bit on defense. So I was very pleased with all three phases of the game. Our kicking game, I was pleased with our quarterback play, our defensive play. I think we're headed in the right direction right now.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the quarterback play. Johnathan Bowen looked like he was pretty comfortable back there. Can you talk a little bit more about him?
Yes, Johnathan is a young man that we redshirted last year. And we're very pleased with Johnathan right now, but we still have those other two guys back there, Diaz and Hurts, that have been very productive. So I feel we're very solid at the quarterback position. Right now, the main thing is for us to get our offensive line depth up to par. We're waiting on our guys to come in this summer, and our defensive line depth, and I think we'll be okay.
Coach, you got two new coordinators that are installing both of their systems on both sides of the ball. How important is this spring training for you guys?
It was very important. I think we're ahead of the curve right now, and then we're going to continue to work during the off season and do the things that legally we can do as far as the NCAA rules allow us to do. But I thought this spring ball was very, very important. We got a chance now to see where we are, who we can depend on, and who we can lean on now.
Last question, Coach. Your guys that you were able to bring in mid-year, what did you think about their acclimation into the program?
It was huge. I mean, all the guys that we brought in performed extremely well today. We saw what we expected to see out of those guys today. Mark Edwards, the wide receiver, Bowen, the quarterback, the running back, Bernie, those guys, Jamal Lucas on defense. Those guys really brought something to the table, and you can see a difference in all that.
All right, Johnathan Bowen, good game, spring training. Just talk about how comfortable you was playing spring training behind center today.
I feel pretty comfortable. We were working real hard all spring, and me and the center, we built a good relationship. Everybody's on cue, so I feel real good about it.
All right, last question. So just talk about how confident you can be going in from spring training, taking this on to regular season, starting with the Labor Day Classic.
Well, we gotta make sure we don't take no breaks. During the summer, we gotta keep working hard, keep doing how we've been doing this spring, and then we should be ready to go.
I believe, man, good game, spring training. Just talk about, since you're a senior this year, talk about your last spring training, how this was for you, prepare for the regular season.
I feel like this was probably the best spring I've had since I've been in college. Getting the new coaches coming in and us really coming together as a team makes me feel like this season is going to be very, very productive.
All right, and talk about the coaches. There's new coordinators on the offensive side and defensive side, but let's talk about offense. How much do you have to prepare and actually gel with the coordinators since this is their first year?
We had to gel a lot. We got a lot to work on, but surprisingly, though, it's coming very easy for us. We're getting in, and it's just working for us. It's not a bunch of conflict and anything like that. It's just really going well for us, and we're really excited about it.
Talk about a spring game. What does this do for the team preparing to? I mean, you're playing against each other, but how does that prepare you to go into fall in the actual regular season?
It really gives us confidence, and it gives us, that edge we need to be able to compete with other people. If we can compete as a team and still stick together, when we go up and play somebody else, we feel as though that we are our biggest competition. So whenever you get to play somebody else and somebody who really doesn't see what you do every day, then the game becomes easier.
Last question. Last question. Talk about the play of Johnathan Bowen.
JB, he's been playing big, playing real big. He had a really good day today. I think he threw 3 touchdowns, maybe 3 or 4. So I mean, it's definitely big for us and helping us out a lot.